guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jheniecee, and today we're going to be talking about Love is Blind. I'm just going to be giving my opinions on the couples, you know, the final opinions, and just, yeah, what I thought about the show. But yeah, before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment your thoughts. And yeah, so let's get into it. So Love is Blind is back, season 2, and I'm not even gonna lie, this season was actually quite boring. Like it was really hard to get into the first few episodes of the season. I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't really paying much attention in the beginning. It's just hard to get into it. Certain things were quite annoying. I was hoping that, you know, some of the plus size women were going to be given the plus size women, like they only just put them in a promo and they didn't really show them at all, so it was a bit like And then the couples just seemed a lot like really unserious this season. Like most of the people were quite unserious this season as well. People just doing weird things, like Shane, you know, when he was in the pods, he was asking Shayna to describe what she was wearing, and it was just a crop top and joggers, and he was getting so riled up. It was just weird. And also, like, the men, they kept saying that they were having dreams of the women that they haven't seen yet. The lies, like, there's no need to lie. Like, why do you have to lie like that? And the thing is that was funny is that the women weren't even like, but you haven't seen me yet. Like, it's just the lies. There's no need. Honestly, it was so annoying. But anyway, let's get on to the couples. So the first couple I'm going to talk about is Shayk and Deepti. I love Deepti. She was so sweet. Like, she was really sweet. And she deserved a lot. And I'm glad for her final decision. Shayk, interesting man. He doesn't like his culture clearly, and I feel like Shayk just doesn't like Indian women. I mean, his name. Like, why would you rather be called Shayk? Like, the fact you'd rather be called Shayk, it just gives, like, you don't like your culture. We're past that now, guys. We're in 2022. We're really past that whole, like, the whole self-hating and not liking your culture, being ashamed of your culture. Like, we're really past that now. Yeah, they both always dated white people, and it was both their first time dating Indian people. Deepti seemed to embrace it, like, really easily, but Shayk obviously had an issue with it because he kept calling her auntie and stuff, so it was a bit like, I don't know, he was so odd. Like, he kept saying that she was beautiful, but then he would call her auntie, and it's just like weird. I think he just doesn't like Indian women. I don't know, it was just odd, and it was just a bit annoying. Like, it was very superficial, and it was quite sad because both their parents were so nice and stuff, and even Shayk's mum was like, what are you doing? This is not fair on Deepti. And I'm glad she said that. Their story was basically just Shayk telling us in so many other ways that he doesn't date Indian women, but he's trying. It's just annoying. Like, please, it's not nice as well. Like, it's just not fair. And I'm glad that Deepti said no. She ended up saying no at the wedding, and I'm glad she said no because I don't think, in a way, this is my opinion, but I don't think Shayk was gonna say no. And I know he said when Deepti said no, she would have said yes if he said yes. Okay, but the person asked her first and she said no, so that's not true. But yeah, I just kind of thought like he was kind of being a sore loser a little bit, because I think he was going to say yes and he was trying to act like he was always going to say no. But I'm glad that Deepti said no, because imagine if she said yes and then she watched the show back, it would have been so unfair and like not nice on her. So I'm glad she said no. But yeah, and the thing is, yeah, I was quite shocked that she said no though anyway, because before, when, you know, she was getting her makeup done and all that kind of stuff, by the way, she looks so good. She looks stunning. Oh my gosh, the outfit, yeah, she looked so good. The outfit, everything, it was so good. And that's one thing, like, they waste such amazing wedding attire when they're gonna say no. I don't understand why would they do that. Why they would waste a look just to say no. Why not use that for somebody you'd actually say yes to? I just don't get why you would do that. It's just the fact that they look so good, but you're gonna say no. Like, oh no, that's just one of the upsetting parts about it. But yeah, I didn't think she was gonna say no because she seemed so calm and like happy, and you know. So I thought she was gonna say yes, but maybe she just knew like no, because I really didn't think she was gonna say no the way she was acting. But yeah, I'm glad that she's happy with her decision and everything. But yeah, let's move on to the next couple, Shayna and Natalie. Now they're quite an interesting couple. I did say before about like how I think Shane's a bit odd, because you know when he kept asking Shane about what she was wearing and that was their thing, was odd. And another thing about Shane that I really didn't like is when he asked Natalie to be his girlfriend and he was still asking Shayna what she was wearing. Like, that's so disrespectful. You're basically cheating. You're not serious. The fact that he even did that just shows he wasn't taking the thing seriously, because like, why? Yeah, with Shane, I feel like in the beginning they tried to portray him as like, you know, one of those nice guys, like just goofy, but he wasn't. He was just goofy and not really a nice guy. But yeah, he ended up picking Natalie and not picking Shayna, which I didn't know who he was gonna pick, because he was still asking Shayna what she was wearing, but then he asked Natalie to be his girlfriend. One thing about their relationship, their humor was so different. Like, he would always fish for compliments from her. Like, he would always ask her, like, oh, does she think he's good looking and all this kind of stuff, and then she'd always basically just say no. Like, it was like, oh. And then he'd get upset, and then she wouldn't even change her answer, like, or say sorry or anything like that. She just, I don't know, I don't even know if it was humor, or like she actually just didn't like him, or that's just her humor. But their humor seemed to be really different, and it seemed like it bothered Shane a lot more than it bothered Natalie. But yeah, so at the end, Natalie said no, and I was actually shocked. And the only reason why I was shocked is because Shane said what they argued about before, and all he said was the argument was basically him saying he doesn't think they're ready. But then when she said no and they had a chat afterwards, she said that he said he hated her, and like basically saying really nasty things. So it's just kind of like, okay, Shane, why did you say something different? And when Natalie said that he said he hated her and all that kind of stuff, all that stuff, it made sense as to why she said no, because like, why would you get married to somebody that hates you? So yeah, that was quite a smart decision from Natalie, but I don't really know why Shane was shocked. Like, you don't do that. That's very toxic, and not everybody likes toxic. I think they tried to portray Shane in a good light. I don't know, maybe to the producers, Shane and Natalie was going to be like the white couple from last season. I can't remember their name. I only remember Lauren and Cameron. But I don't know, it seemed like they were trying to make them that, because it was similar. The situation was similar. He was torn between Shayna and Natalie. We'll get into that later. But it didn't bang that way. I'm sorry, it didn't bang. Yeah, he just wasn't serious. So I'm glad that Natalie said no, and she seemed quite happy with her decision as well. I just feel like with all the couples, the pool wasn't great for both sides. Let's be honest, the women and the men, the pool wasn't great. Let's get on to Nick and Danielle. Now, they were an odd couple, and I can't believe that they both said yes. Well, I knew that Danielle was going to say yes, because she doesn't think that she's the problem. She doesn't think that her behaviour is unacceptable. But I'm shocked that Nick said yeah, because the sweating. I thought he was going to say no. But yeah, I just think they're a toxic couple. I feel like Danielle just leads with her insecurity. Like, everything about her is just her insecurity. She's made her insecurity her personality. When somebody asks anything about her, for the first time, she would just mention her insecurity. When she went to meet Nick's parents, the first thing she said was she's insecure. Every little thing, she would get angry at Nick. She's becoming insufferable to watch, and I don't know how Nick dealt with it, but it was just annoying. Like, every little thing. When he went to the party to meet the other couples, she got upset. Why would you get upset? Everybody else is in a couple. What is there to be worried about? You could even see it from where you were. And like, why? Like, he just wanted to meet the other people. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't know. What's wrong with that? I don't know. It was just odd. I don't know what she thought he was gonna do there. And then when, you know, he met her family, and then he was having a conversation with his family on the phone, and then he kind of spoke about it. Like, that's what they said happened in the car. And then she got annoyed because he was talking about his family and not hers. But it seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, there's something happened with Nick and his family, and it was frustrating. So that's why he mentioned it. She got upset because he wasn't talking about her family. It was just odd. And then when they were arguing about it, and he said the world doesn't revolve around you, she got upset and she called him a narcissist. I'm like, he's not a narcissist. Like, what's wrong with you? Honestly. And the thing is, a lot of the things that Nick would say would be valid, and he didn't really say anything wrong. She would always take it in the wrong way. It was just so annoying. Like, they were just annoying to the point where I didn't even want to see their scenes, because they were always arguing, and it was always Danielle having a problem and then taking what he said wrong. Yeah, it wasn't even argue worthy, the things that she'd bring up. So yeah, it was just annoying. They were just annoying, really. And I did like Nick, but he's a chatty patty and he's a gossip. In the beginning it was funny when he went to the first party, but in the second party it was like, you're talking about everybody else's couple, but your own couple's a mess, so defending the wrong person. I was quite shocked that Nick said yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite shocked. But yeah, let's go on to Jarrett and Iyanna. So this one, I love Iyanna, she's so sweet. But Jarrett, I think Jarrett is an opportunist. even the way he went about the whole Iyanna and Mallory situation, you asked Mallory and she said no, so why wouldn't you just leave it at that? Why would you do that to Iyanna? But then I'm confused as to why Iyanna said yes, because he even told her. That was quite sad. And also when they were talking, he would say, oh, he doesn't like burning bridges because you don't know when you'd need somebody. Oh, he still talks to his exes because you never know if they're in HR. What? It just gives opportunist vibes. And it's like, are you being serious with that excuse? Because why? What is the chances? Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And also his conversation with Mallory was so inappropriate, saying that, oh, he knows she doesn't like her ring. And I don't know why Mallory was entertaining it, which was so odd. Because you said no to him. I just don't understand, but it was just irritating. He was disrespecting Iyanna and Salvador. Jarrett seems to have a really strong connection with Iyanna. And I'm not gonna lie, even before when he asked, when they were in the pods, I didn't think his connection with Iyanna was stronger than Mallory. But I just hope that he doesn't take the piss, because she's so sweet. Now to the wedding. Iyanna saying yes shocked me as well, because in the preview, it seemed like she was going to say no. So I was quite shocked that she said yes. But Jarrett's parents are lovely, and also Iyanna's parents are lovely. So hopefully Jarrett can be lovely, because we know Iyanna's lovely. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Shayna and Kyle. First of all, Shayna, I don't know why she said yes to Kyle, because she clearly didn't like him. She clearly had doubts because he was an atheist and she was a Christian. Like, that was a big deal for her, and she still said yes. Did she just say yes so that she would see Shane again? So then they went to Mexico. Then I don't know what happened. Like, it was quite confusing. They just decided to be engaged outside of Mexico. And then, you know, he met her family, and her family was giving interesting vibes. Make America great again, I'm not even gonna lie. And it was like, Kyle, you need to run. Because I'm sure isn't he not white? Was he not? I swear he's Hispanic. Even before they asked him about America, I was like, Sorry, you can really just tell. So then eventually after Kyle met Shayna's parents, she then said to Kyle that, you know, her being a Christian and him not being a Christian was an issue. And it was a bit like, okay, but why? It was a bit like, okay, fair enough. You knew this from before, so I don't know why you let it go this far. Second of all, did you even ask Shane if he was a Christian? And then when they had a second meet up in Chicago, it was revealed that she called Natalie and said that she had guys lined up for Natalie. And it's like, okay, but Natalie's engaged. How rude. And then she took Shane to the side and was basically saying to Shane that, you know, they're not compatible. When Shayna was saying that, it was giving, what I was getting from when she was saying compatibility was that Shayna thought she was better than Natalie because of the race, you know? And I think Shayna just was so shocked that an Asian girl was picked over her, a blonde white girl. That's what I thought she was upset about. And one thing that annoyed me about Shane was that he wasn't really defending Natalie, and he wasn't sticking up for her. He was just like laughing. He just wasn't sticking up for her in a way, because what Shayna did was disrespectful. Like, she asked your fiance, she told your fiance that she has guys lined up for her, and you're not disrespecting, you're laughing, kicking with her. Odd. See, this is why I just think they were odd. Now let's move on to the last couple, Mallory and Salvador. I just want to say that Mallory's mean. Because the conversation that she had with Jarrett, first of all, just the way she would kind of treat Salvador. Because, you know, when Salvador would raise the issues with her, especially regarding her and Jarrett, she would kind of... I remember there was one time he raised an issue and she got upset, and it's like, why are you upset? You disrespected Salvador. The conversation that you had with Jarrett was disrespectful to Salvador, so why are you getting upset? I just think she was mean. And also, I don't know whether she liked him or not, because when he would sing and stuff to her, she would cry, but then it was kind of like, do you have the ick or you touched by this? I just didn't know which one. Do you think? I think he's too nice for her. And I was actually quite shocked that he said no, because it seemed like he was trying so hard and he was gonna try forever. It seemed like he was gonna be that person. So yeah, I was quite shocked that he said no. But remember when she got upset because remember when a girl he was seeing called his sister? That was an odd situation. And so it made me kind of think, like, maybe both of them are a bit, like, maybe they just both weren't serious. And I'm not gonna lie, when Salvador said no, it made him seem unserious too, because of the situation when the girl he was seeing called his sister. So it just made him seem a bit more serious to me. That's my opinion, because he said no. But I just don't, yeah, but I don't think Mallory was, you know, I just think he was just too nice for Mallory, and like he wasn't getting any reciprocation from her. All she would do was cry and not really open up and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's everyone. But yeah, I just think that the season was interesting. I'm excited for the next episode. I hope it's a reunion. I'm not gonna lie, I hope Iyanna and Jarrett are still together. I know that, you know, the way he went about it was wrong, but they're married now, so I mean, hopefully he just does right by her, innit? But so hopefully he just does right by her because they're married now. So yeah, and only 2 married couples from the whole thing, which was the same as last year. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment your thoughts. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.